Hello class. So we had been studying about coal. Yes. So last time we studied about components of coal. Yes. Do you remember? Now we will revise them. Okay. We will revise one by one each and every topic. So as you can see, coke. Last time we studied about coke. Yes, there are three main components of coal. There are three main components of coke. Coal. First is coke. Second is coal tar, and third is coal gas. Yes. So coke. Let's study about coke. Coke is a tough, porous, and black substance. Yes. What is coke? Coke is a tough. Yes, it is tough, very tough. It is not soft. Okay. Porous. Yes, having hole. Okay. And black in color. Yes, the color of coke is just like coal. Okay. But the most important point is it is the pure form of carbon. Yes, kids. It is the pure form of carbon. Okay. So it is almost pure form of carbon, and coke is used in the manufacturing of steel. Yes, it is used in the steel industry. Okay, coke is used in the steel industries, and there is one more use given, as you can see on the screen, extraction of many metals. Yes, it is used to take out. Extraction means taking out something, which is actually the meaning of extraction. So it is used for the extraction of metals. Okay, now let's move on the next point. Okay, kids, now coal tar. So during when coal is processed in industry, when coal is processed in industry, it is used for making like synthetic dyes, drugs, explosives, perfumes, plastic, pens, photographic materials, roofing material, and many more. Yes. So coal tar is used in making synthetic dyes. Yes, coal tar is used for making synthetic dyes, and it is also used. Coal tar is also used making drugs, explosive, perfumes, plastics, paints, photographic material, roofing material. Okay, these things. Interestingly, naphthalene balls, which are actually just like so naphthalene ball. Okay, naphthalene balls are used to repel moths. Yes, they are used to repel moths, and other insects are also repelled by naphthalene. Okay, other insects are also repelled by. So we get naphthalene balls from coal tar. Okay, and kids, coal tar is also used for metalling the road. Yes, coal tar is also used for metalling the road. Okay, these days bitumen, bitumen, a petroleum product, is used in the place of coal tar for metalling the road. Okay, I hope you understood that coal tar is used for making like synthetic dyes, drugs, explosive, perfume, plastic, pens, photographic material, roofing material, and coal tar. Naphthalene ball actually obtained from coal tar, and these days bitumen is used in the place of coal tar for metalling the road. Okay, now let's move on to the next point. Okay, it's now we will study about coal gas. Okay, so coal gas we get from during coal gas is obtaining during the processing of coal. Yes, coal gas is obtained during the processing of coal to get coke. Yes, means when we are trying to get coke, when we are trying to get coke, that time coal gas is obtained. It is used as a fuel in many industries. Yes, coal gas is used as fuel in many industries. Coal gas is used as a fuel in many industries. Okay, and situated near the coal processing plants. Okay, these days, I already told you bitumen, a petroleum product, is used in the place of coal tar. Yes, I already told you, for metering the road. But coal gas. Coal gas was used for street lighting. Yes, it was used. In 1810 in London, it was first time used. Coal gas was first time used in 1810 in London. Okay. Then in 1820 it was used in New York for street lighting. Okay. And kids, it is used as a source of heat rather than light nowadays. Nowadays, it is used as a source of heat, okay, rather than light. Okay, so it is the main source of heat. Okay, coal gas. So that I hope you understood. If you have not attended previous class, then please write down. Okay, so coal gas is obtained during the processing of coal. To get coke, it is used as a fuel in many industries situated near the coal processing plants. Coal gas was used for street lighting for the first time in London in 1810 and in New York in around 1820. Nowadays, it is used as a source of heat rather than light. Now, let's move on the next point. Okay, kids, now let's talk about petroleum. Yes, kids. So, kids, you know that petroleum is used as a fuel in light automobiles such as motorcycle, scooter and car. Yes, we know that petrol is used in. Do you know how to ride bike? Do you know how to ride bike? If you know, then you know that we use petrol in bike. Yes, in motorcycle also. Okay, in scooter also. Yes, we use petrol. But if I talk about diesel. Where do we use diesel? Where do we use diesel? Diesel is used just like generally. Diesel is used in heavy vehicles. Diesel is used in heavy vehicles. Yes, diesel is used like in a tractors. Yes, and in many cars are also run on diesel. Yes. And do you know how petroleum is formed? Yes, do you know how petroleum is formed? Actually, petroleum was formed from the living organism which lived in sea. Actually, as these organisms die, when they died, their body settled at the bottom. Yes, their body settled at the bottom. And of the sea, then what happens? They got covered with layer of sand. They got covered with a layer of sand and clay. Okay, then over millions of years, in the absence of air due to the high temperature and pressure, they transformed the dead organism into petroleum and natural gas. So thus we get petroleum and natural gas. So how did we get? I already explained in previous class. So these when the living organisms which live in sea, when they died covered with the layer of sand and clay over millions of years, absence of air in the presence of temperature and pressure. Due to the temperature and pressure, what happened? sorry, the dead organism converted into petroleum and natural gas. Okay, now let's move on the next point. So kids, now you know that. Okay, let's see some facts. Okay, the world's first oil well was drilled in Pennsylvania. The word is very confusing. Pennsylvania. My goodness, what kind of word is it? Pennsylvania. I don't care about it. Okay. It is just a city in United States of America. So, in 1859, what happened, kids? In 1859, the world's first oil well was drilled in USA. First oil well, तेल का कुआं, oil well was drilled in Pennsylvania. That's a very complicated word for me. No, in United States of America, which is in 1859. Okay, 8 years later, you know, kids, what happened in 1867? Oil was struck at Makum. Makum is the place in Assam. Yes. Then in 1867, we got the good news. In 1867, we got the oil in Makum. Makum is in Assam. Yes. Okay. And in India, you know, not only in Assam, but in many places, at many places, oil is found. Oil is found in Assam, Gujarat, Mumbai, and we also found, we get it in the river basin of Godavari river and basin of Krishna river. Okay, so the world's first oil well was drilled in Pennsylvania, USA in 1859. Then 8 years later, in 1867, oil was struck at Makum in Assam. In India, oil is found in Assam, Gujarat, Mumbai High, and in the river basin of Godavari and Krishna. I hope you understood. Now, let's see the next point. Okay, kids, now we will study about refining of petroleum. You know, kids, what is the color of petroleum? Yes, petroleum is a dark oily liquid. Yes, it's dark color. Okay, remember, kids, petroleum is a dark oily liquid. But remember, petroleum is not useful directly. It is not useful. It is raw in the form. We get petroleum in raw form, and there are many things mixed in petroleum: LPG, CNG, oil, diesel, many things. So we need to extract them. We need to separate them. Okay. It has an unpleasant odor. Yes, the odor is also unpleasant, not good. Okay, it is a mixture of various constituents such as petroleum, gas, petrol, diesel, lubricating oil, paraffin, wax, and many. Yes, so petroleum is a mixture of many things. Petroleum is a mixture of various constituents. Yes, petroleum is a mixture of various constituents. Okay. For example, which things are present, which constituents are present in petroleum? Petroleum has petroleum gas, petrol, diesel, lubricating oil, paraffin, wax. Many things are present. LPG, CNG, different type of natural gases. Many. And the process of separating the various constituents functions of petroleum is known as refining. Okay, refining of petroleum. What is the meaning of refining? The process of separating. Yes, when you will trying to separate petrol, diesel, gas, lubricating oil, paraffin, wax, this process the process that we use is known as refining. So it is carried out in petroleum refinery. Yes, where do we separate all these from petroleum? We separate petrol, diesel, lubricating oil, petroleum gas in refinery, in industry, which is petroleum refinery. Okay, I hope that you understood. Now let's move to the next point. Okay, kids, now refining of petroleum. Let's continue the topic. Okay, let's continue the topic, because I think I need to tell you something more about refining. So refining, you know, kids, what is the meaning of refining? Yes, refining means the process of separating the various constituents, or you can say constituents of fraction of the petroleum is known as refining. So which are the constituents of petroleum? Which are the constituents of petroleum means which are the fraction of petroleum? Petrol, diesel, lubricating oil, paraffin, wax, petroleum gas, all these are. Okay, now next point. Okay, so kids, refining of petroleum, many useful substances are obtained from petroleum and natural gas? Yes, we get many useful substances obtained from petroleum and natural gas. Am I right? So these are termed as petrochemical. Yes, you know, petrochemicals, the substances that we get from petroleum and natural gas are known as petrochemical. Remember kids, what is the meaning of petrochemical? The substances, useful substances which we get from petroleum and natural gas are known as petrochemicals. Okay, these are used in the manufacture of detergent. Yes, petrochemicals. What are the uses of petrochemicals? Petrochemicals are used in making detergent. Yes, detergent, gadi detergent. Yes. Okay, rain. So petrochemical are used in manufacturing of detergent. Fibers. Yes, fibers, man-made fiber. We use them to make man-made fiber. Which fiber? Nylon, polyester, acrylic, like this. Okay, I have already explained in previous chapter about man-made fiber. Okay, polythene. Yes, polythene is plastic we make from petrochemical and other man-made plastic. Hydrogen gas obtained from natural gas. Yes, remember hydrogen gas is obtained from natural gas. And what is the use? It is used for the production of fertilizer, urea. Yes, hydrogen gas is used in urea. Nitrogen is also used in urea. Due to its great commercial importance, petroleum is also called black gold. Yes, petroleum is also known as black gold. Why do we call? Because it has many great commercial importance. Okay, now let's move on the next point. Okay, it's now, as you can see, the constituents of petroleum. Yes, these are the constituents of petroleum. Okay, so these constituents are present in petroleum. We get from petroleum. So you can see 7 constituents and uses. First is petroleum gas in liquid form. Yes, LPG. So what is the use of LPG? LPG is used as a fuel for home and industry. Yes, LPG is used as a fuel for home and industry. Yes, fuel for home and industry means LPG is used for cooking. Okay, petrol. You already know about petrol. Petrol is used as a motor fuel. Okay, solvent for dry cleaning. Yes, petrol is also used for dry cleaning, aviation fuel. Okay, kerosene. Kerosene is fuel used for stove. Yes, lamp and for jet aircraft. Yes. Remember this point. Kerosene is used for jet aircraft. Okay. Diesel. If we talk about diesel, kids, you know that it is used in heavy motor like truck, buses. Okay, and it is also used for electric generation. Yes. You know, in generator we use diesel. Yes. In marriage. Yes. You like marriage. Yes. We go to marriage for eating and enjoying. I'm just kidding, okay? Don't take it seriously. Okay, I was just kidding. Now let's lubricating oil. Lubricating oil is used for lubrication purpose. Okay, so it is used to decrease the friction. Okay, to decrease the friction. Do you remember you studied about the friction? No, never. Then we will study in coming soon chapter about friction. Okay. When two things oppose each other, when two things are in contact with each other and they try to oppose, that time actually friction generates. Okay, friction is a force which is used to slow down the movement. Okay, paraffin wax used for ointment. Yes, ointment like Fair and Lovely. Yes, candles, Vaseline. In Vaseline, paraffin wax is mixed, which is the constituent of petroleum. Bitumen for road surfacing, paint, you already know. Now, let's move on the next point. Okay kids, now we will study about natural gas. Yes, we will study about natural gas. So kids, as you can see on the screen that natural gas is very important fossil fuel. Yes, fossil, dead remains of living organism. Natural gas is very important fossil fuel because it is easy to transport through pipes. Yes, you can easily transport it through pipes. Okay, natural gas is stored under high pressure. Yes, how do we store? We store under high pressure as compressed natural gas. You know, natural gas is stored under high pressure as compressed natural gas means CNG. Yes, means when natural gas is compressed, natural gas means gas. Gas, when you compress the gas, when you apply the pressure, high pressure, that what happens? Due to pressure, gas convert into liquid form. Yes, in this way we get CNG. And you know, CNG is very powerful. It is used for power generation. Yes, you know, CNG is used in car, vehicle. Okay, it is now being used as a fuel for transport vehicle. Yes, for transportation purpose it is used. For power generation it is also used. Okay, why do we use in vehicles? Why do we use in car? Because it is less polluting. Petrol is more polluting. Okay, it is a cleaner fuel. Yes, remember kids, it is a cleaner fuel. Okay, the great advantage of CNG is that it can be used directly for burning in home. Yes, it is used directly for burning in homes and factories where it can be supplied through pipes. Yes, you know kids, CNG, compressed natural gas, it is supplied through pipes which is used in home for burning purpose. Such a network of pipeline exists in Vadodara, which is Gujarat, some parts of Delhi and other places. Yes, where is CNG transport through pipe? Vadodara, which is in Gujarat, and Delhi and other places. Okay, now let's move on the next point. So we will continue the topic natural gas. So natural gas is very important fossil fuel because it is easy to transport through pipes. Yes, it is easy to transport through pipes. Natural gas is stored under high pressure as compressed natural gas. CNG means compressed natural gas. Okay, CNG is used for power generation. Okay, compressed natural gas is used for power generation, and it is now being used as a fuel for transport vehicles because it is less polluting. Okay, it is not polluting, but petrol is very pollution. It causes air pollution. Okay, it is a cleaner fuel. The great advantage of CNG that it can be used directly for burning in homes and factory where it can be supplied through pipes. Such a network of pipeline exists in Vadodara, some parts of Delhi and other places. Natural gas is also used as a starting material for the manufacture of member of chemical and fertilizer. You know kids, natural gas is actually then used for the manufacture of number of chemical and fertilizer. Yes, natural gas is used to make many chemicals. Natural gas is used to make fertilizers. Natural gas is used to make many chemicals. Natural gas is used to make fertilizer. India has vast reserve of natural gas. Yes, India has a vast means large in size reservation of natural gas. You know, in our Rajasthan, where do we find natural gas? In our Rajasthan, where we find natural gas, and you know, in Tripura we also find natural gas, Maharashtra also, and Krishna Godavari Delta also. Okay, please write down. I am giving you few seconds. So kids, natural gas is also used as a starting material for the manufacture of number of chemicals and fertilizer. India has many places, Tripura, Rajasthan, Maharashtra, Krishna Godavari Delta, where natural gas is found. Now let's move on the next point. So as you can see that some natural resources are limited. Yes, you know, some natural resources are limited. As I told you in the beginning, there are two type of resources: exhaustible resources and inexhaustible natural resources. So you have studied in the beginning of the chapter that some natural resources are exhaustible, like fossil fuel and forest, mineral. Yes, but air, water, sunlight, these are inexhaustible natural resources. Okay, and you know that coal and petroleum are fossil fuel. As I already told you, fossil means dead remains of living organism. Fossil means dead remains of living organ. Due to under high pressure and temperature, all the dead vegetation converted into natural gas and petroleum. Okay, I have already explained. So it required the dead organism millions of years to get converted into these fuel. Yes, it takes too much time to convert dead vegetation, dead animals into petroleum, coal, natural gas. So they are limited. So we need to learn how to use them. You know, kids, in China, the people actually, most of the people love to travel by government bus. Not, they don't like to use most of the time their own car. They love to walk. Yes, that's why they live more than 100 years. Okay. So it requires that, as I told, that dead organisms millions of years to get converted into these fuel. On the other hand, the known reserve of these will last almost a few hundred years. Moreover, burning of these fuel is a major cause of air pollution. Yes, air pollution may also possible. Their use is also linked to global warming. Yes, and when we burn them, that causes air pollution. And carbon dioxide release, which is also responsible for air global warming. Global warming means increasing the temperature of the earth. Okay, it causes many issues like hole in ozone layer, which is protecting us from ultraviolet rays, and wildlife is also affected. Yes, and nature like rain is also affected. Okay, now let's move on to the next point. So kids, as I told you that some natural resources are limited. Yes, some natural resources are exhaustible. Okay, you know now that which are exhaustible, like petroleum, natural gas, all these are exhaustible. Yes, so how should we use them, how to protect them, because they are very essential for daily life. Okay, so let me give you some tips related to these. First of all, that drive at a constant and moderate speed as far as possible. When you driving your bike, car, you should drive at moderate speed, not at too much speed or not so slow. And switch off the engine at traffic lights or at the place where you have to wait. Yes, you know, wherever you will have to wait, you should actually switch off the engine of car, bike, at traffic light also. When you see the green signal, when you see the red signal, that time you should switch off the engine. It will save 20% petrol. It will save 20% petrol. Okay, ensure correct tire pressure. Yes, pressure is also important things when you are driving, because of it may be possible consuming of petrol is more. Okay, so tire pressure is related to petrol, diesel. Okay, ensure regular maintenance of the vehicle. Yes, maintenance of vehicle is more important, because if maintenance of vehicle is not happening, then it will consume more and more petrol and diesel. Okay, so these are the 4 points. Point number 1, drive at constant and moderate speed as far as possible. Switch off the engine at traffic light or at a place where you have to wait. Ensure correct tire pressure. Ensure regular maintenance of the vehicle. Okay, now let's move on the next point. Okay, it's time to ask question from you. Okay, so you can see question number 1. Write some tips to protect exhaustible natural resources. So how to protect exhaustible natural resources? What should we do in daily life? Actually, we should switch off the engine at the traffic light. Ensure correct tire pressure. Ensure regular maintenance of the vehicle. Drive at constant and moderate speed as far as possible. Okay. Question number 2. Write a short note on natural gases. Write a short note on natural gases. So you know, natural gas is very important fossil fuel because it is easy to transport through pipe. Natural gas is stored under high pressure and as compressed natural gas. CNG is used for power generation. It is now being used as a fuel for transport vehicle because it is less polluting. It is a cleaner fuel. The great advantage of CNG is that it can be used directly for burning in homes and factories. okay, where it can be supplied through pipes, and such a network of pipeline exists in Vadodara, some parts Delhi and other places. Okay. Question number 3. Write the different constituents of petroleum and their uses. Okay, and their uses. So kids, there are different constituents of petroleum like LPG. LPG is used as a fuel for home and industry. Petroleum is used in motor fuel, aviation fuel, solvent for dry cleaning. Kerosene is a fuel for stoves, lamp and jet aircraft. Diesel is used in a heavy motor vehicles, electric generation. Lubricating oil is used for lubrication purpose. Bitumen is used for paint, road surfacing. Okay, and paraffin wax as a ointment, candles, wrestling. Okay. Now last question number 4 is explain refining of petroleum. Okay. So refining of petroleum is that petroleum, we know that it is a dark liquid and it has unpleasant odor. Yes, it has an unpleasant odor. So it is a mixture of various constituents such as petroleum gas, petrol, diesel, lubricating oil, paraffin wax. So we refine the petroleum in petroleum refinery. So the process of refining is the process of separating constituents or fraction of petroleum is known as refining. Okay. Now we will meet in next class with new chapter. Now the chapter is over. Till then, bye.